Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Children of Morta. As has been my practice, I'm gonna go straight into a run just to ensure that you don't spend too much time with the odd frame rate issues that arise in the recording when we're on certain screens. I'm gonna go into the first zone in the third chapter, and who is... I'm actually gonna go with Joey. We'll see how this goes, because I do want to level them up as well. I don't want to keep doing this with only Linda and only Lucy, but this might be a bit of a challenge. Okay, now that we're in the run, it might take a few seconds, but now that we're in the run, there shouldn't be any frame rate issues in the recording. The main goal is gonna be, the main goal for this run is gonna be to make some progress on the side quest with the automatons. Meaning we have one automaton yet to find. Okay, just getting used to the... oh my god, I was gonna say, I'm getting used to the timing with Joey's attacks, but it doesn't seem he can swing fast enough to prevent these slimes from jumping into him. Yet another melee character who does not have a good time in this game, but that's just how it goes. This game was not made with the comfort of melee solo builds in mind. But we do need to play as the melee characters, at the very least, to level them up enough that we have all of their family traits. And we're getting pretty good experience, at least.
A not so innocent game of chance and memory.
Getting good experience, but sadly, these enemies are not gonna give us experience. But they might give us a bit of gold. So it wasn't one, nor was it two, and even more garbage has spawned. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay. Joey starts with a truckload of hit points, but it rapidly goes away because he is not as good at avoiding... Okay, so it's 4 to start out with. Okay, the decoy can maybe help us out a little bit. Yeah, I think Joey is possibly the most difficult character to play with, just because of how slow he is, and he has nothing to help him out defensively. Okay, 4, and then not 1. Also isn't helping that we're getting unlucky with our guesses on, oh my god, on this thing. And we're fighting enemies that are very difficult for melee characters in general, and for slow melee characters in particular. 4-2. Of course, we weren't gonna get lucky. Of course. Okay. All right. Let's just concentrate. There's no reason to get frustrated. We knew it was gonna be like this, so we were mentally prepared. Okay. Okay, that was annoying. But the good thing about Joey is that because he has such high maximum health, I'm sorry, I had to remember what the sequence was. Because he has such high maximum health, then when he does get health globes, he also gets a ton of health back. And we're back almost to full, despite all the bad damage we took. which I guess is the way you've got to play when you're as Joey. And again, I'm sorry, things are gonna get slow, but I need to look at my skills. And what was I working on? Whirlwind is useless. I only unlocked it because now we're gonna start getting Whirlwind runes. Guardian Rage. When on low health. Honestly, I'll get this. When on low health, more movement speed and more damage. And we've also unlocked your next family trait. And that has unlocked runes for the other family members. So that's another thing we've gotten out of the way. Okay. Doesn't do that much damage to the enemies, but it definitely damages them a little bit. That missile. Alright. Okay, come on. Let's be patient. Let's get through this. You know, one thing I didn't give much thought to is whether Joey will even be able to beat the elite enemy that you need to in order to beat the automaton challenges. He should be able to just by virtue of how much max health he has, but he can't do damage quickly. So probably gonna have to go into Guardian Rage for that. So I'm gonna be saving my Guardian Rage in the hopes that we run into that event. I don't think Joey's Guardian Rage makes him invincible though. Okay. Again, we've taken some damage, which is not good. But healing will greatly benefit us just because of how much max health we have. And also made good progress towards the next level. If you gain a few more levels, we'll even be close to getting your last family trait, which will be nice. Okay. Some good divine items would be nice, like the melee and ranged companions would help us out a lot, give us a different way to do damage to enemies that would otherwise be something we would have to just swing at slowly. And this, oh, it's gonna be one of these, which is not great as Joey because he is so slow. Maybe this is one of the rare instances where Whirlwind is actually something we want to use. And Linda, you could be a bit quicker with whatever you're doing. Okay. Oh no, some of them are still alive. There we go. Now we can talk to Linda. What do we get? The next 2 hits are ignored. Sure, I'll hold on to that. And we also got a, kill combo of 100, which gave us decent amount of morph. But honestly, I think I would have rather kept my health. It's okay though, I'm sure we'll get it back. What's this? I'll keep the stunning and the thing that does damage. And I'm just gonna go on to part 2 of this this run. Again, looking around just to make sure I'm not missing out on anything. Ooh, okay. This is what the enemy type that we would be fighting if we were if we found that event for the automatons. Okay. Oh my god, okay. I think this thing will block the yep. Okay, now he's gonna be attacking the decoy for a while, although he's moving around so much that it's hard to even target him. Okay, it's a good thing that I just used that charm straight away. Ferocious enemies do less damage, and I said it's a good thing that those laser things disappear once you kill the enemy, because it would have been irritating to have them still kicking around afterwards. Okay. Now, this is a library which should maybe give us healing. A new codex entry. A long one by a wandering madman. I'm just gonna skim through it and maybe summarize it. Alright, let's see. Magic stone. Okay, so something about the mountain, but you know what? Like, how much stock are we really gonna put? Like, how closely are we really gonna examine something described as being said by a madman? So let's just put that on the back burner for now. Okay, let's try and keep these enemies at bay. This time we were able to do a relatively good job of that.
A moment to rest and look around.
Again, we're not finding great items. A totem that slows enemies, I think, is better than something that stuns them, but in a less reliable way. Gemstones to morph, I'm gonna hold on to that just in case we have a bunch of gemstones at the end, but nothing to do with them. Although, so far we haven't found that many gemstones either, so haven't had great luck in this run, if I'm being honest. Okay, let's... Okay, these guys are really irritating to fight as melee characters because they have got this kind of shockwave attack that goes forth in a cone, and for someone who can only hit people slowly, it's very hard to hit them and then also avoid damage from that. Yet another example in the growing pile of evidence that this game hates melee characters. Although we're at full health, so maybe we're not doing as badly as I might have led you to believe. But I mean, it takes so much more concentration to avoid concentration and luck, as we saw with that lucky dodge there, to avoid damage with this character compared to even someone like John. And apologies for the game getting slow again, but I'm gonna take a look. Consuming health globes also fills Joey's rage. Doesn't sound that useful. A wave of energy that travels forth. That's an improvement on our smite. Divine smite sounds good. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. So an improvement on our main activated ability. And indeed, it seems to have given it a good area of effect. And in fact, are you serious? if we gain another level, I'm just gonna put those 2 points straight away into improving that. Okay, this is gonna be tricky because there are 2 of these guys jumping with different timings. No doubt, yeah, we took some damage, and I think we also dodged a couple hits. But man, so aggravating doing this with this character. Ugh. Okay, let's maintain our concentration. There's no reason we should be feeling despair, because we still have a good amount of health. We're earning good experience. Pretty soon we'll be gaining another level, and then we can improve that thing which gives our hammer active ability a bit of a shockwave. And hang on, you guys, I just wanted to take a look at what this does. Constant health regeneration, but health globes heal less. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. Just knowing that we have health, a way to get health back, even if all of our health globes, or all of the health globes run out, that gives me some peace of mind. Okay. Look how far away they go when they are done firing. It's so obnoxious. Oh my god. And walls are blocking us. Oh yeah, we briefly got that thing giving us a bonus at low health. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and improve that straight away. So, oh my god. So annoying. But we've gained a decent amount of levels with Joey as well. Did I take damage from that? I didn't think I was close enough to it, but I guess I shouldn't have been cutting it that close, so I'm not gonna hold that one against the game. Like, his first attack is so slow to get started out. Are you serious? Throwing up walls in my way. And these things with their massive ranges as well. And the massive cooldown on your hammer attack is not helping you out, Joey. Okay. Yeah, possibly one of the worst elites to fight as Joey. The lucky decoy spawn helped us out there. Primary attacks burn enemies. That helped us out, and that health that dropped also helped us out. Okay, let's carry on doing, or trying to do, good work. I think that might be the way, or the area that has the final automaton quest objective. So before I go there, this is possibly a futile endeavor, but would I Consuming health globes also fills rage. I don't think that's going to help us too much. Oh my god. We do have constant healing. For what that's worth. We do have a bit of health on the ground. I'm going to explore the left part of the map before I go into this thing on the right. When I go into that thing on the right, I'm going to use my... I mean, assuming it's what I think it is, I will use my Guardian Rage and just try to burn that elite down as fast as I can. Come on, guys. Give me a break. Okay. Okay, okay. So far so good. Getting good experience. Hey, we got a shop.
Welcome, friend. The shopkeep greeted. Don't mind the occasional bloodstain on the merchandise.
Kill counter doesn't seem like it's gonna do much for us. What's this? More max health, return to max health, and gain health. So all of a sudden we're getting things that are possibly should have gotten that one. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find the 2 more gems that it would take to... Oh yeah, and with constant healing, why would I take the one that all it does is returns me to max health at the start of the floor? Although for the same reason, healing a portion of our health is also not as crucial, but at least you would heal a bigger portion. And you'd be able to use it pretty often. Actually, you know what, maybe if that elite drops something, or by something I mean a gem, we'll be able to buy that last one. After all, of course, this is all under the assumption that I was correct when I said this is where we need to go for the final automaton. Let's find out.
The final little automaton. And the most need of help. Inanimate, so still as if time around him had frozen.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. They changed up the formula a little bit. We didn't get that red elite that spawns laser traps. Instead, we got... Yeah, I'd rather have something that does damage. Instead, we got regular elites, but 2 of them, and took a lot of damage because, again, it was a small arena. There wasn't an easy way to dodge those ice traps or whatever that attack was that was freezing us in place. So even that was a lot closer than I would have liked it to be, but we got through it. Sure, I'll pick that up, you know, just in case. We got through it in the end, and I don't even know why I'm picking up health globes, because we did. Again, I felt like we had teleported before that thing hit us, but the game felt otherwise. But yes, we've finished this quest. Well, we will have finished it once we get back home. Now all we have to do is, well, just, I guess, continue the floor and try to get more experience, try to maybe get another journal entry. I don't think we'll be lucky enough to gain 2 levels, but we'll definitely be gaining 1 level. Okay, what's up here? A bunch of guys. That is 1 level. Okay, let's wait for these guys to come to us. Start swinging before they get to you, and then don't stop swinging until they're all dead. Again, I'm sorry things are gonna slow down. I'm gonna see what I would like to improve. I think... Yeah, I think I want to save 3 skill points and then improve this thing even more. Okay, that guy is annoying, but we dealt with him. Okay. Okay, see, it's so slow starting up your first, your attacking motion with Joey, because his first swing takes so long for him to wind up, and then once he starts swinging, it's at a... I mean, it's still not fast, is it? But it's at a quicker pace, and he's able to keep enemies at bay, kind of. But the first swing just takes so long. Okay. Come on, guys. You gotta cooperate. Oh my god. Okay. I'm a bit quiet right now just because of the annoying enemies we're having to fight in this portion of the map. Are you serious? How are they doing all this damage? Anyway. These guys are also irritating as a melee character because it's so awkward trying to damage them and then also trying to avoid their dash attack. I mean, not that it's impossible, but it's just like it takes so much mental energy that it's not even worth it. Like if I was trying to dodge all the attacks, I would be so mentally exhausted by the end of this run that I'm just gonna, when it gets too annoying, I'll just tank the hits and get my healing some other way. Again, taking damage in rather dubious ways. I don't know whether one of those hits should have been considered legal, but the game again felt otherwise. Okay, come on, guys. Again, you know, if there was a video referee in this game, I would have disputed one of those hits. But sadly, there isn't. Come on. Yeah, these are such obnoxious enemies. And as a ranged character, you don't even notice them. Like, they're nothing. They're just one of the many things you just kill at range. But as a melee character, they are so annoying. because they do damage in really odd ways by jumping into you, and they always seem to do it quicker and get the damage registered against you sooner than they look like they should be able to. And what are you guys doing? Well, let's just be done with you. Again, we're close to... Again, things are going to slow down. I'm sorry about that. You know what? I'm actually going to spend 2 skill points on something rather than saving them, because I think that's going to unlock Joey's final family trait. And that is when we gain this next level. And then I won't have to worry about playing with Joey for a while. Possibly for the remainder of this Let's Play. And honestly, if I can go the rest of this series without playing as Joey, I would take that. So, which 2 things would be the most useful for us? I think, or which one thing that costs 2 skill points? Let's improve your Guardian Rage. Yeah. That's unlocked your final family trait. What does that do? It increases the duration of everybody's Guardian Rage. So that is actually a pretty important one that we just unlocked. Surely can't be that much left on this floor. Indeed, we've already found the boss. We look like have some good things from the shopkeeper. This is good. And that's good as well. Temporarily become invulnerable. It sounds good. Oh, but we can't afford it. That's okay. Before we go into the boss fight, let's just see what's around. Okay. This guy is gonna be a thorn in our side. But we dealt with him. Okay. Okay, we should be close to... Okay, there's another event of some kind, possibly a mini-game. But we'll see once we go inside. Oh, let's make good use of this decoy. How did you do that? Do these guys do contact damage as well? Because that's annoying.
Not so innocent game of chance.
Sure. Let's just make this run even longer, why don't we? So it wasn't 1. 2. 2, 1. 2, 1. 4, 3. Okay. That was relatively painless. What do we get? Summon 2 random runes. Sure. Let's just... No, I'm not picking that up. Because that's the one that causes Smite to drain health. We've already seen that. Whirlwind also fills Joey's Rage. I'll pick that up because it's probably new. And let's just pick up this again, even though I don't think we're gonna find too many gemstones. Temporarily increase rage gain. Sure, that's more useful in combat situations. Hilarious. Hilarious game. An area that slows and damages enemies sounds good. And what is our other relic? Explosive that deals lightning damage. What are we leaving behind? A totem that slows. I'm okay with that. And looks like we've explored this map, so let's just go straight to the boss. Let's just go straight in. And let's see how we can do. Let's talk to Riker. Even though we don't need the healing, but you know, it's good to chat with the little guy every now and then, because he's a good boy, isn't he?
Gears continued to crank on in the distance. The city must survive.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna complain. I thought I was out of range for that tiny bit of damage that we took. Trying to get him to get hit by that so we can bash him. And it looks like we didn't even need our Guardian Rage. Not exactly a perfect fight. We took some damage, but I'll take it. So we're gonna go back, and now hopefully the cutscene that we're gonna see right now will not have any frame rate issues, because I think the cutscene is its own separate thing, and it starts before the house section starts properly. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully there isn't gonna be any issues, but if there are issues, you'll at least hear the narration for this cutscene, for this quest.
Uncle Ben repaired his body, but it was their presence that brought him back. They were built as a family, and a family they shall stay.
Well, that was actually pretty heartwarming, a little bittersweet. So what happened was, in case you couldn't see that, after we rescued the third automaton, being in the presence of his two siblings brought him, it raised his spirits, and he was up and about like the other two. But the first thing they did was they combined into a single unit, and it became a device that was almost a hologram player of sorts, and played a recording of the man who created them, the man who unfortunately we found deceased in the room where we rescued the first automaton. So he built them, and they are, or they were meant to be a family, and eventually after he died, and they got separated, and we've reunited them. And now that this quest has been resolved, I think now they are going to start appearing in the house, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see them, but one is in the room just to the right of the bookcase, and two of them are, I guess, in the hallway. One is all the way to the left of the door that goes to Kevin's room, and one is slightly to the right of that same door. So now we'll be seeing them around in the house, just like any of the other characters, and that's going to be cool, a little addition. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show too much of them to you because of, you know, the odd frame rate thing that shows up almost exclusively when we're at the house. But if you're playing, once you've rescued them, you'll be able to see them around the house, which is a neat little touch. So anyway, on that note, we are going to end off this video. In the next episode, we are going to make another trip into Barahut to try and make some progress on the wine machine quest. And probably we'll keep doing that until we finish that quest. And then once we're done with that, then we'll go back into the third area. Because we're not far from finishing the game. And I want to get as many of the loose ends out of the way as I can before we do Chapter 3, Area 2. So that's the plan. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll join me for the next one. So until then, take care.